Kimberly, and she's a little bit cross with Eric, I think. A little bit, maybe.
No way.
It's possible. Let's hear why, Kimberly. Or what are some of the perceptions that you're concerned people might have from the way you and I have interacted videos before, how I've talked about you in videos or something like that? Okay, you're not cross, but you did express some of the perceptions you're concerned others might take away from some of the videos as being indicative of meanings that you weren't exactly clear.
Well, about the um, when we're trying to explain to everybody why we're
We can't hear very well, by the way. Yeah.
when you're explaining to people what it is that's making us work, it sounds so robotic.
So the issue you took was, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. The systematic way in which you analyze your relationship makes you feel a little uncomfortable.
Well, it makes me a little uncomfortable in the sense that I don't think people quite get my side of the story. Therefore, it sounds like I'm just doing exactly what it is that Eric needs me to do, and that's why this is working.
Would you feel better if you had more of a voice on his videos and such when it came to relationship stuff? So that way you didn't feel that?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
We've had the conversation about how involved I would be. And right now, since we're trying to work things out, I feel like I need this to be private.
So you don't like how exposed you are? Like, you don't know any of it?
I don't like it. I just think it's healthier for Eric and I to work the beginning stages of our relationship privately, and he can express with everybody how he feels about things. I don't worry about that, but I don't want to be directly involved just yet.
Okay.
It does. Good.
Yes, we're not all just taking Eric at face value. Yes, we understand.
Well, what do you mean you're not taking me at face value?
Because we know you, Eric, and that's why you started this whole thing in the first place. Because we know you.
Or because you know me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think some of my descriptions, FI or feelings of love, something like that. Kimberly said that she believed that people didn't believe me. In general rule. Who is the typey McTypertons?
It must be Spacey.
It's me.
Can you stop being such a typey McTypertons, please?
Sorry, my keyboard is loud.
Okay. Yeah, it's loud, all right. So, anyway, all right. You indicated that people might perceive it as me talking like you were a robot that I was controlling or something.
Yeah.
That was one possible explanation. Two, that people wouldn't believe my expressions of emotion are legitimate or authentic because, one, they're too fast, and two, when you explain it, it doesn't sound like you believe it or something. And additionally, that in general, that's sort of not what love's supposed to be or something.
Well, I think.
Go ahead.
I think everybody perceives love differently. How you get there, how you feel. I don't think that there's any one perfect way. But when you describe us in the videos and I rewatch them, I hear it's like little slight reactions or comments in the background that don't really get addressed, but I hear them and it seems to be a little robotic.
Oh, so someone did kind of under their breath, kind of sarcastically say, like, "Oh, that's romantic." Is that what you're talking about?
Absolutely.
I see. I see. I see. Well, I think that was a little tongue in cheek. I think that was Ace that said that. It was tongue in cheek, I think.
No, of course. But what I'm saying is it's not just that one. There's other little ones that have happened, and it's fine because I know what's really going on here. It's my life. I'm living it, and
It's FE stuff, though. Is the point is that
You're concerned a little bit about perception. Is
yeah.
I try to reassure you and that
No, you do, and it works. And I don't feel like I'm not. I feel completely satisfied.
do you feel like I'm being fair and cross board. I mean, I agree. In some of those videos, it sounds patronizing, and in fact, it was something I wanted to address. Like, it's a tricky line to walk because I want to talk about cognitive functions related to you, and also be aware of the fact that you're not really super knowledgeable about cognitive functions. So I'm sort of talking about you from this anthropological distance. It's naturally going to create this othering, as they say in the critical theory literature, which is not my intention, but I like that it occurs because you can play with it on a sort of meta art level. Because, of course, if there's anybody who is not othered, who is most physically present with me, who I spend most of my time with, who's the most significant person in my physical, actual life is you. But here in this metaphysical realm, you feel othered because I talk about it in the abstract, and you're not accustomed to dealing with me in the abstract like that. I like the way that whole thing interplays like that. But of course, you probably being like, these are my feelings and this is my life, fuck you, which I would get, except for the fact that I'm completely serious.
Well, let me ask then, Kimberly, right? That's your name, correct? Yes, okay. What people are you worried about seeing this, and who are you concerned about forming perception?
I'm not worried about anybody seeing this. I mean, no, maybe I am. Maybe I'm worried about my family and friends seeing that.
Right. Okay. So you're concerned that someone might see it and then make this judgment and be like, "Oh, Eric is like robotically trying to like manipulate you into this relationship," and you don't want that to create.
Because I don't really. Sorry, honey, I don't follow every single video.
All right, don't blame you. Nope.
I know.
I did not expect, and that's totally
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, I don't obsess over it. But when I do watch them, sometimes well, because it is my life and because I'm living it,
She goes, damn, that dude's cool.
I do. Cool sometimes, but you're very
You're
uncool a lot of times too. So, no, but I'm living it and I'm feeling it, and yes, these are my feelings.
She's living the dream. Yeah, boy. Got it, Kimberly and me living the dream in the in his house. What up, motherfuckers? This is my new hoe.
Yeah, you're obnoxious.
I am loving. I am not obnoxious.
You're obnoxious.
I'm a gentleman of the highest order.
Unconventional gentleman is what we have here.
Yeah, no, he really is a good boyfriend.
I really am. You see,
He is. He's a good friend.
when you call me, hey, come over here tonight. What did I do?
Grumbled a little bit, whined a little bit.
It sounds like the solution's pretty easy here with regards to this. Like, be a little bit more sensitive to the perceptions that you might be giving off, and maybe talk about videos a little bit more before you post them, just to make sure that it's not going to strike a nerve. But other than that, like,
It didn't strike a nerve. It's just more of because I'm trying to work this out myself as well. Because
Kimberly, you just need to let Zach's words of wisdom settle in.
all right.
That's all it is.
No, but in all honesty, it really has. It's been good.
It really has been great. No, I'm not going to talk about the video before I post them. Duh.
No, I don't expect him to do that.
Okay. Well,
It's not it at all. It's just that I guess we're still trying to work out where my place in all of this is, and
I'm trying to allow you to determine
I
that.
haven't determined yet.
Yeah, I know. And I want to give you the space to determine that. And we've talked plenty about, like boundary stuff already. It's not that I have any concerns, and I think she understands.
I just want to do what's best for you.
Well, thanks, Kimberly. That's very sweet of you. I like that.
And that could be either way.
I want to do what's best for you too.
No, for you.
Or I want to do what's best for you, for best of both of us.
Yeah.
Because it's win-win-win. It's 3 wins, only 2 people. Extra win for its awesomeness. So my point is that this hive mind is supposed to solve this dispute between us, because us and 2 people trying to have a fight in front of a group of people like this, what happens? They get way more reasonable with each other.
that's the thing about being filmed. Everyone becomes very reasonable.
They don't have to hire a therapist.
Right. Marriage counseling. I would like our relationship to be crafted by the hive mind of talking to famous people.
Maybe you should just have a camera in your guys' house. Like, don't plug it into anything, but just like pretend like you're always being watched.
We do.
I try to film as much as possible.
Yes. That's covered.
I really do.
Okay.
It's okay. We can do what's best for me ultimately. But it'll totally benefit her 100%. I'm all about win-win, multiple bird killings, right? Killing 1 bird, and you get 1 stone, you throw 1 stone, kills the 1 bird, it knocks into another bird, and the whole flock dies at once.
That's it.
Correct. Except, no, I'm freed up from all thinking about chicks. I'm with this wonderful woman whose beauty and glory I can appreciate every minute of every day, because I passionately love her for the rest of her life. And she can be, special logistics helper friend and help. It's not. I mean, you know what I need.
I do know what you mean.
You made a face.
What? Who? Me?
Yeah, no.
She made a face.
She made a face when she's. Oh.
No, because I haven't filled out the letter of resignation yet.
Letter of resignation for what?
Sprouts.
I'm not telling you to do that. I've not.
You don't have to tell me. I know you want me to.
I don't want you to. I don't want you to right this second. Right this second. Okay. I don't want you to get on the phone and resign right now from Sprouts. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. I don't want you to resign from Sprouts right this second. I actively do not want her right this second to do that. Okay. And that's going to continue.
You'd prefer her to think about it for a little bit and then do it in a few days.
That might be the case. I'm neither affirming nor negating that statement. I'm just saying I didn't lie when I said I don't want her to do that. Right
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, I gotta smoke a cigarette, and I want Kimberly, to the extent that she's got additional concerns and stuff.
I know.
Well, you just make some up then.
Yeah. Okay.
Now's your chance.
No, I mean, this is also new to me, so yeah, I have a little bit of concerns, like maybe I don't have a spine and that he pretty much rules our relationship, which is not the case at all. Okay.
my kind of perception of when Eric came in here is he's just rationalizing everything with TI, It's not, at least us that have the understanding of like Myers-Briggs and cognitive functions and stuff, that I don't think you should be worried about those perceptions. I could see how you'd be concerned about friends and family watching and forming the wrong idea, but
They already have.
making a video like this where you get to establish it, a video with Eric even, like, would mitigate those concerns.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You look like Zach confidently state wrongness unabated.
What's that?
I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, we can hear you.
Oh my god! Finally! This took so long. I didn't even know if it was worth the effort.
Sure, it was.
Kimberly,
Aw.
are you, when you say you're still new to all this, you mean just like talking to kind of people on the internet and stuff like this?
Yeah,
Okay.
and to all of the letters you guys talk about.
Oh, yes. The whole,
MBTI stuff?
Yeah, I don't know very much about it.
Oh,
we lost him.
she probably refreshed by accident or something. Are you back?
There you are.
Sorry. That's funny. I don't know. I don't know what's changed. I guess I care more now about losing him.
Hmm.
I don't know. We both just kind of have this. We have an insecurity together that it's gonna end. Not end, but I don't know.
See, I think that,
What?
that in order to avoid any complications, it's important to have this part of Eric's life work in parallel or jointly with your relationship instead of at cross purposes.
No, of course, and
Yeah.
and that is the plan. But it's only been 2 weeks.
Right. It's hard to evaluate where everything is.
These 2
Yeah.
weeks count the same as like 6
Hey,
months.
you just walked in, so you don't even know what we're talking about. I am all in. Yes, I know that, and there's definitely an example of how Eric is not going to completely get his way about things, and it's not even about that. I'm just saying we're talking about that. I don't know. We haven't made a decision about that yet.
Kimberly,
But
is there a reason for that?
You're justified in feeling uncomfortable, by the way.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, it's a lot of changes, right? And it's kind of weird, like you stated, to you. But this whole online component.
It'll take a while for you to, like, for me at least, it's weird coming into a chat room when there's a bunch of people and acknowledging everyone as like an individual at first. And I think that like as soon as you start like understanding more about everyone's life, it might make you feel more comfortable.
Absolutely. And I get that, but I'm Eric's girlfriend. So
Think of it as a nonstop rave.
Just puts on a strobe light. It's like, answer the question.
so I'm saying
Everybody else take
I'm
ecstasy.
trying to process my relationship, and
Yeah.
you know, we're still trying to work out a lot of stuff, you know, behind the scenes.
And you don't want it to be all public because you don't want to, like,
I mean, because we're still,
that makes sense. It's not established yet.
it seems, you know, it is as good as he tells everybody it is when I do see a video about when he talks about it. It really is. And we both feel very lucky. And it is very good. But it's not like we're both on cloud nine and not thinking about certain things. We take every single day with each other very serious, and we take our responsibilities independently very serious, and we're still, you know, trying to work out kinks and
That's
stuff.
anti-blindness.
So
Right
I'm trying to still process the fact that I'm in a relationship after so many years, and
Oh, you guys froze. If you can hear us, so we can't hear you anymore.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you now. Yep.
Okay. So,
We can't hear you anymore.
what's that? I'm not talking about MI the way Katie talks about. I don't know. Well, because it's obvious that the deliberation period's over.
That the what period is over?
The deliberation period.
Is it obvious though?
I got it.
I think that
Oh, I'm in trouble now. God damn it, Kimberly.
it's because the deliberation period isn't over. Go talk to her. Leave now. Go talk to her. Goodbye, Eric.
Liz, you hush your
Eric, she is more important than whatever's happening right now.
important. I'm not saying I'm glad it is. I'm not saying she's not more important. I'm saying helping us means using the tools at our disposal. That means not hiding away.
Right, but when you start painting a picture, you don't just like throw on all the paint at once. You
Okay.
start with the bases and then you keep on adding more and more layers. You don't just paint a picture.
Liz, do I look like a subtle guy who chooses his colors carefully?
No, but do you want just a big brown mess that no one's gonna want to
It's-
buy? It's not gonna look nice.
It's not a big brown mess. For example, instead of being a mess, I have you scolding me about how I should do things differently. I have to take that into account. You might
I'm not
win
saying
this.
that you should necessarily do things differently. I'm saying that you should do things more slowly and not do everything at once.
So you mean do things exactly the same way I'm doing them now,
Slowly, sure, why not?
but more
You're
slowly?
just using everything. You're just using everything at once and just like throwing all this shit on her. She needs time to process things. I know you know that I'm right, and that's why you're getting frustrated.
No, he understands what you're saying, but you won't admit that you're telling him to do something differently. That's all.
Well, he can use the tools that he has been using.
I'm not objecting to you telling me to do something differently. I'm objecting to you resisting admitting that you're telling me to do something differently.
Is that really the important part of the conversation? Is that like really what you're hanging on to here?
It happens sometimes, Liz.
Simple. I understood it immediately.
Sure, I'm telling you to do something differently, but that's not what the conversation's about. We're not talking about what I'm saying about your relationship.
Eric, you gotta be careful about the totalistic language. Is all. The totalist.
Why?
Well, it scares people. You know, makes them.
Why?
Well, I don't know why necessarily. It does.
What I'm questioning is why you haven't gone over there to talk to her yet.
Because I called her back in here to come help me with dealing with you.
What?
Stuck her tongue out at me and walked away. Oh, Kimberly.
By you yelling at her to come and help you at whatever. Well, like you're getting her to come over to you. Why can't you go over to her? You're on video right now. She doesn't want to talk about her relationship on. That's the whole reason why she left.
Listen. If I go to her, then all of us have to get up and move over there. Whereas if she comes here, she's the only one who has to move. It would be rude.
No, she doesn't want to talk about it to the chat room. She wants to talk about her relationship to you.
We're gonna have plenty of conversations about my relationship with her in private as well as us.
But what she wants right now is in private. The reason why she got up and left is because you said that the deliberation period was over, which it clearly is not. And so she wants to deliberate more that not on fucking chat room. Can
There you
please
go. That's yeah. Well said, Liz.
She agrees with everything you said and added, but it doesn't matter what Kimberly wants. It only matters what Eric wants.
Oh gosh.
That's not how my relationship works. Eric, how old are you?
All right. I'll go.
Bye, Eric.
Goodbye, Eric.
Yeah, everybody all scold.